Welcome to episode 91 of Fresh Off the Mats. Here with the Jiu Jitsu Joes. I'm depleted and tired and hungry and sleepy. Oh, why you set this up like this, you fucking bitch?
I don't know where you want to set it.
I don't know. Comfortably.
You done?
Well, we got a lot of rain. It's been pouring in Florida the last...
For like 3 days, dude.
Yeah, this...
Just literally all day.
We literally watching the water rise into the parking lot of the gym.
You don't see the lines in the parking lot anymore.
I hope someone runs into that fucking like little ditch where all the
That's so wild, dude. Yes,
like someone running across the parking lot just...
There's you've been to my apartment complex, so you remember the fence against it?
Mm-hmm.
And then like right on the outside, there's the sidewalk. The whole sidewalk was gone. It was flooded into the parking lot, into our complex as well. So yeah, it's we got a shit ton of rain happening right now.
Is there a hurricane? Is that why we got all this rain?
No.
It's just a random rain?
It's just wet season. No, wet season for us is like from June to November.
First of all, who is calling it wet season? It's rainy season?
It's wet season. That's what the slough said.
No one calls it
I went to the slough and it said it was called the wet
Who
season.
is the slough? What are you talking about?
The sloughs. You never been to any of the sloughs around here? You've lived here how long?
What's a slough?
It's like a body of water, but it's not.
Like a pond?
No, it's because it's like its own ecosystem.
Like a lake?
No,
Like a swamp?
kind of. We're in Florida. They're all swamps.
It's a swamp and it's rainy season. It's not a slough.
It's nice. You go over to 6
Not a
Mile right
slough
here.
and wet season.
Go to 6 Mile. Take the boys. You might be able to see a bunch of animals.
No, I don't
Sometimes you
wanna
can see
any
gators.
animals.
What's wrong with you?
I don't care for wildlife, dude. What
Why?
don't you understand about
Why?
right now?
Why?
I don't care for wildlife, bugs. I don't give a shit.
We live with dinosaurs. And you don't
I
care?
don't give a fuck.
You should.
If it wasn't for the benefit of the ecosystem, I would annihilate all animals. We'd be the only species on the planet.
We're animals.
I understand. We'd be the only ones if it was up to me. I don't care.
I had a buddy of mine try to tell me that we're not animals. He goes, I don't think we're part of the kingdom. And I was like,
Yeah, we are.
we
We're
are
the
though.
best animal.
Until you can't build a spear. Do you know how to build a spear, Joe?
I know how to build a spear.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
Okay, well, you're saying this with a lot of confidence. Why?
Yes.
Dude, I felt like you're just that guy just in your garage. Like, everyone
I
call
had
me
a
fat
real-
titty bitch. I'm
I
gonna
had
fuck
a
him
real
up.
fascination with weapons growing up.
Oh, you're serious? Oh, shit. All right,
I
Joe, here we
really-
go.
I had a slingshot, one of those like ones that goes like you put your hand through and it sits on the wrist and you pull
Like
it
the
back.
legit ones?
Yeah. I had slingshots growing up.
How many
BB
people were
guns,
you hitting
pellet
with those
guns.
things?
Those took metal BBs. For some reason, the slingshot
shit.
came with metal BBs, so
Yeah.
I knew not to hit people
Those were
with them.
because there's probably the rodent killers.
Yeah, I killed a few birds with them. Those are flying rodents,
Those are
pigeons.
fighting rodents. So I didn't know this. You know, pigeons used to be like
You know what I used to do?
bitch.
Sorry.
So, pigeons were like collected animals, like they were the fancy animals because they would breed them to have like special plumage and all of that. And up until like we got telephones because they were used to deliver messages and all that. And so
Which isn't that crazy? You tie a letter to a bird and you're like, figure it out.
no, it's you raise the bird into two different areas, and the bird will always go back and forth between those two areas. So it's
I
specific.
don't trust it.
It was very helpful. I mean, it obviously worked.
I have cancer, my love. I only have 2 months. And you just hope that this thing gets the message to them in time?
Not even gets the message that something else doesn't kill it on the way. But that's why they'll send like 6 of them at a time. They're like, all right, fucking have at it. One of you will get there. But imagine that you do send like the back in the war time, bro. They'll be like, all right, go pigeon.
Also, how did they figure that out? Who was somebody the first one to be like, oh, this bird goes from my house to my friend's house?
It's because they raised it. They're
But
domesticated.
how did they know that they could raise it to remember which house
How
to
did
go
we
to?
just same way we figured out how to domesticate wolves? The ones that were willing to stay around the people, and then they were like, all right.
If you took your dog to Arizona, no shot it makes it back to you. I bet you it can't.
Have you heard of that one shepherd, the fucking asshole family that dropped their dog off in the middle
Don't
of the
use
ocean?
the 1%
No,
as the
no.
standard.
There's plenty of stories. It's the same one with the husky. Have you seen that video? where the husky got out and the owners were looking for it and they sent up the drone and they found it. It was running with a pack of bears.
Oh fuck!
Like you see the bears just running and then the husky's like this, fucking having a blast. It's like 4 or 5 bears and the husky's just in between it. But no, there's a family, these fucking dickheads. They dropped the dog off on like a sandbar or something in the middle of the water.
That's
the
good.
dog swam. I forgot how far it was like supposedly swam. Found the owner, got back on the boat and just fucking attacked him. He said, "All right, bitch, you want to drop me off here? Fuck you." And started attacking him.
That's revenge motivation.
That's some fucking dedicated. That dog was like, "I'm gonna fucking kill him."
But I just don't think there's a lot of animals that do that shit where you could just drop them off somewhere and they'll find their way back to you, aside of like something killing them on the way. Like, you really think if you put your dog in Arizona, it could make it back here?
Probably it'll die before that.
No, I'm saying aside from like it getting hit by a
Okay,
car,
so
or
any of
getting
that-
eaten. I'm saying like you think it could figure out a way to get back here? Like you think it knows
No.
how to track through Arizona?
Now, if
and
I
all
was on
these
foot,
states?
yes. But like going through planes and all that, no.
Yeah,
But
I don't
on
think
foot,
so.
I can 100%.
What,
like,
you think just
trust
by
it.
the smell alone it will find you?
Yes,
What happens if it rains like this?
that's where it will get tough. But if
Yeah.
it's able to pick it back up and I'm still moving, and especially if you sit, because the good thing about weather like this is going to wash away odor. But obviously, again, if we're saying in this hypothetical scenario, I would have to stay on foot. So the second the rain stops and I have to start walking again, as long as it's not walking through like the river in itself, like just plain water.
But that's what
nobody
I'm
will find
saying.
it.
Then
Yeah.
how do these birds do it, dude? Because they're not following somebody from one house to the other.
I don't know. I don't understand how migration
Bro, birds are not real. Do you know about this?
Yes.
Birds are not.
I know about this. I was in the military, dude. Everything is a conspiracy with the military.
Oh, this was in the military.
Bro,
too?
military members hate the government. They either become Republican or they despise the government.
If you
That's what I've realized. That some of them become fucking liberal, but most people will become Republican or they'll despise the fucking government. That's how the military
If
works.
you don't know the conspiracy, there's a conspiracy out there that states that all birds are not real.
They're
And that
CIA spies.
They're CIA spies. They're all what, mechanical drones or some shit.
Just watching us all at all times.
Can you imagine that some psychopath? Like, what about people killed and eaten birds?
Not real.
I've killed pipigeons before. I've
They're not
seen
real.
blood
Yeah,
come
they're not
out.
real. I don't know. Fucking. That's why when people tell me these things, I'm like, you just live. I was telling it to Elias. I called Elias out the other day on it. I was like, bro, Elias,
Poor
you
Elias.
just out here living so stressed, bro, because you want to think everything is. And there are conspiracy theories out there. Like there are some where it's like, okay, I could see that. But then it's like, I can't believe everything. And it's mainly because of my own sanity. Dude, you're going to drive yourself into a stressful state of anxiety.
What is the saying? Ignorance is bliss.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's just better to live that way. Like when people are like, you don't know what the government's doing. They're doing this. They're putting this. I'm like, yeah, I know. You know what else I know? There's only 24 hours in the day, and I'm not the guy to solve it.
Yes.
So you know what?
Like,
I'm not the guy to solve. Like if someone said, Joe, you are the guy who could solve this, then I would stress about it and try to figure it out. But I'm not the guy to solve it, and I'm not going to change anything, and I'm too tired by the end of the day. So
That's what I mean.
I hope
Like,
I'm not the key to humanity, because we're all fucked.
And, like, you can make your own subtle differences, but like you're not.
But dude, you're not going to
No.
change things, bro. Listen, I know there's like all these movements where people come together as a collective and they're like, we got to stand for movements and
Yeah.
do all these things. And I applaud them for taking their time and dedication, effort to
Has
do it.
any of that ever like completed something outside of like the 60s
No,
and 70s?
they're
Like, since the
always
civil
fighting.
rights. Yeah, since
They're
civil
always-
rights, has there ever been like a big movement that
They've
really changed
never
something?
complete any organization that gets together to fight for a cause. They never reach their end goal. There's always another thing to do or something to get to. There's always another. They never reach the final goal of we reached whatever our ultimate goal was.
Yeah.
It never happens. That's why they stay around. That's why they make money. That's why, bro, at some point, you got to go live your life. You're going to spend 40 years of your life fighting for a cause that you never see the resolution to. I just, for me, it doesn't seem like a fruitful life. I'd rather, you know what, someone else handle it. I'm going to go enjoy my life and whatever, man.
I'm trying to just.
I hate pedophiles. I think pedophiles should all fucking die.
I mean,
but I realize we're not going to kill them all. So I'm not going to be the guy who goes
did we approve
and
it?
march on fucking Capitol Hill and shit
Did
like
we
that.
approve the castration?
Let somebody else do it, huh?
Which state approved castration recently?
Oh, I
Was it
heard
us?
about that. It was either us or Texas. I mean, go
Texas,
figure. It
yeah.
could have been either us or Texas.
Yeah, that's true. That's very
But one of them, yeah, I saw that recently approved. Was it chemical
chemical
castration?
castration. Well, I'm all about it.
Bro, that's too light. That's too light.
It is. No,
That's
I really
too
think.
light.
I think that they should. The second you get guilty, go out back. fucking.
I think
Did I tell you what I think that we should do with like these pedophiles and like serial killers and stuff?
do like the Hunger Games where the serial killers got to chase down the pedophiles.
That'd be pretty cool.
That's fucking
But,
dope. I would
no,
watch that on
what,
Netflix.
What I was thinking is like, again, it's dark, but
It's not more dark than mine.
to help, I don't know if it would actually work, but to try to prevent PTSD from taking a life, we should use pedophiles, rapists, sexual assault, serial killers as target practice for the U.S. military.
Oh,
And so they put them on the range, and like, let's say if I was out there, I get used to taking a life, right?
Yeah.
We're also eliminating the taxpayers' money by not having to worry about feeding this fucking scumbag. And our guys get that realistic. And then we can even set up triage.
I think you gotta set it strictly for pedophiles.
Why? Serial killers should die too?
No,
Sexual
serial killers.
assault, rapists?
No, okay. Here's the one thing, and I know this is a one-off.
Yeah.
But
The ones that are like innocent?
no,
and then, or like falsely accused?
the ones where it's like the boyfriend girlfriend been dating for
Yeah,
4 years
yeah.
and he turns 18.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? And
No,
she's
is it- but
16.
There's a Romeo and Juliet clause.
No, I don't think all states have that.
Oh, really?
I think you still get put down as a sex offender or something.
Oh shit! I know we learned it, and that's where the Romeo and Juliet clause came from. Because when I took criminal justice in high school,
Yeah.
and that's where I first learned about that. Because there was a case where the parents didn't like the boyfriend,
Yeah.
and they knew that they were sexually active, and they waited. And when he turned 18, they walked in on them on purpose, got a picture, and then they were like, he was raping our daughter. They sent them away, but there was no at that
Like,
time.
you know what I mean? Like, you can't fault that guy, bro.
Yeah.
You can't fault that
Yeah,
guy.
that's fucked up. So I guess
But other than those, like, yeah, if you're a pedophile, like, yeah, definitely.
that's what I mean, dude. I feel like it could work, but it could also fuck up a lot more people because now they're just killing people that are just tied up. But fuck them.
I like my
We
idea.
can learn triage too. If I shoot them in the leg, I can learn how to properly put a tourniquet on a resisting
What's the
person.
island called with all the big
Snake
dragons or Snake Island?
Snake Island, dude. What
That's
is it
good,
like?
too.
Known
What's
every
those,
foot
those
you have like
bearded
20.
dragons, those big
Yeah,
dragons
you can't the Komodo
that
dragon.
eat fucking meat and
the
shit.
Komodo dragon.
My idea was we take pedophiles and
You
we
said
cut
Nubbin Island.
Nubbin.
Island.
Yes, we cut them from the kneecaps down, so they only have 2 nubs for legs. We cut them at the elbow, so they only have this, and then we stick them on this island to fucking try to survive.
Or just cut their arms off. Let them run.
Yeah,
They
dip
can't
them in
swim.
honey, so that way they're more attractive to Komodo dragons.
You know, Komodo dragons, they bite. So now it's known that they do have venom. Like it's not a lot, but they have venom. But their bite is also just disgusting. So it's filled with bacteria. So what they'll do is, if they can't kill you right then and there, like, or if you're too big,
They'll stalk
just
you.
bite you, and then they'll follow you.
Yeah.
And they'll just trail you while you slowly die of an infection, and then you'll collapse, and they'll usually paralyze you. Then they'll just eat you alive. And they start with the intestines.
And that's what we should do to them. That's what we should do to them.
Yeah, dude. I don't. When
Or
This
what's
whole- what's
the
this whole-
mammal that eats people from the ass first? Is it jackals?
I mean, a lot
Hyenas?
of animals do that though.
Yeah, I saw
Yeah,
a video
a
where
lot of
they're
animals
eating an
do.
elephant from the ass,
Yeah.
bro. Like the elephant is on its side and it's alive,
Yeah.
and they're fucking inside
Bro,
its
the
ass.
animal
bro.
kingdom doesn't fucking play. There was one I saw.
Inside your ass, bro.
I saw a hyena inside a giraffe's stomach, and it just popped up. I don't know why. It's a gruesome scene because there's intestines everywhere. The hyenas are eating, but it was the photo of the hyena itself looked fucking adorable, dude. It literally popped up with like puppy eyes, and it was just munching, and it looked so happy because it was like, just looking around, and then it went right back inside the hyena or
Giraffes
inside the
are fucking
giraffe.
stupid.
Why?
Bro, they're fucking stupid. It's the one animal that could swing its neck so hard that it breaks its own neck.
Yeah,
Kills
that's true.
itself.
Have you seen them
This is
fucking?
such
Have
a
you seen them
stupid-
fight though?
When they going like this,
Yeah, but
yeah,
like,
I saw
or
one
like-
break its
but I'm
neck
saying
and it
defending.
fucking died.
Have you seen them defend from like lion attacks and shit?
Oh, swinging the neck? No.
No, they'll kick. You know that their force from their kick is able to lop a lion's head off with one hit.
Oh shit.
Yeah, you can't get kicked.
Well,
by
think
those.
about it. It's a pretty big size horse,
Just
basically.
straight fucking
And
momentum.
horses have been known to fucking KO and kill people.
Bro, I don't understand how some people survive. I've seen these videos where they'll like be behind the horse and the horse just goes doof right to the chest, and you see the guy like fall and they'll get right back up. I'm like, bro, I'd be out. I'd be out for the count, dude.
There was a video going around. This was years ago. I think it was when Tyson was going to fight Roy Jones Jr. And someone was saying, would you rather take a horse kick to the chest or Mike Tyson punch to the chest? Mike Tyson punch to the chest 100%. He's a man. A horse's leg, bro, the muscle,
Yeah, that's
you're
true.
gonna
I've seen some
fucking
horses that
die, dude.
Bro, some horses look like, I swear they're juicing horses, dude. You know Tren is for horses, right?
When- Oh, is that what that is?
Trend originates 4 horses, and I swear, it's like that's where like when you see these horses that are fucking just.
You ever seen a horse run in slow motion?
Yeah.
When you see the legs of it running, and you see all the muscle fibers
And
do
all
this under the skin.
The striations.
Holy fuck, dude!
Other friend, the leanest I got, that was actually one of this is where an issue with like getting real lean and you can see like good results off of training.
When I get lean, I can make my chest do the thing.
Yeah, the
with
ripples.
fibers,
Yep,
like
I would do the
like
same
when
thing, and
flex
I could do it
see
to my
that.
shoulders. I could do it to my
I
chest,
can't do it to
and
my
I
shoulder.
would sit there and I would do it, and my wife was just like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "That is so fucking cool."
Yeah.
But it doesn't, dude. To stay that lean, you're either on something or you're just.
I like ice cream too much.
Yeah, that's the thing. I like sweets. I'm a sweet dude.
Yeah.
Like fuck, give me ice cream, give me brownies, give me
I'm a
cookies.
sweet dude. Oh, by the way, I killed that tray of banana chocolate.
Yeah, no shit.
Right.
I assumed you would,
Yeah, it was delicious.
fucker.
It was delicious.
You
So
didn't even
good.
share.
Bro, who am I going to share this with?
Mac was like, "That's not my best." She says it every time she makes one too.
Listen, Mac, keep baking, and you just give Joseph to give me all your not best baking. Don't worry about it. You send me all your every time you're disappointed in your baking and you're not proud of yourself, just send it to me. Just give it to me. No problem. We're not going to waste food. We're going to prevent world hunger.
This is the worst. Yeah. Oh man, it's oh shit. This is terrible.
More terrible treats. Yeah, please send them to me. Oh, you're so lucky. You are so lucky.
It's great.
Woo, man. Yeah. Oh, what else, man?
Oh no, there was a topic I wanted to bring up, and I forget, dude. Fuck.
Because we're getting older, dude. We're on episode 91.
And I didn't write it down. I kept telling myself to write it down. I forgot to write it down, but it was something that I needed to bring up. Not needed.
You think you're gonna make it to 91?
I really want to live to 101, but the way I'm going,
101.
because I just want to say I live past a century. That's it. I've said that since I was a kid. I just want to live 1 year past a century.
That guy.
I'll hit my birthday and then I can die the next day.
That guy who made the logo for the NBA, that red, white, and blue,
Yeah.
the logo for the NBA. You know what I'm talking about?
Basic logo.
The guy who made it just passed away this week, and he was. It said like the year, and it said I think it was 1934. He was born. I was like, God, what is that like to be born that long ago? Like he almost made it to 100. Was that 80?
70, 80, 90. 90,
Yeah,
90 years old.
Bro, what is it like to see all the things change? Like, I forget things from when I was a teenager. What is it like when you're like 80 and you can't remember something?
I mean,
from
we
your 20s?
we had a decent experience of change. We went through we went through a technology boom.
Yeah,
We went to not having cell phones to then seeing.
but
what
you
cell
don't
phones
remember
look like.
everything from when you were a teenager, right?
Bro, I barely remember anything.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what is it going to be like when we're in our 60s, 70s, and you don't remember things from like what we're doing right now?
I don't know. If I don't remember it, then I get stressed at sometimes, bro. I called
I don't want to forget.
So
things.
Matt called me out on it because I never knew this. To this day, I still have zero recollection of it. I've seen videos and photos of me front stage fucking high-fiving Steve Aoki.
Okay.
Don't remember this whatsoever. Mac was told you went. She was like, you went, you were there, blah, blah, blah. I was like, no, I wasn't. I've never seen this guy. She calls Spina. Spina was just like, Spina was pissed because I went with him and he goes, bro, we had a blast that night. What are you talking about? I was like, I don't remember that whatsoever. I didn't do drugs. I didn't drink when I was in high school. Like I was clean.
Multiverse Joseph.
Bro,
Multiverse.
there's a picture of me. He has me. I'm literally dapping up Steve Aoki at the front. I'm right up front, fucking high-fiving
It's
him.
Photoshop.
There's photos and videos, bro. I'm
It's
literally
Photoshop.
having a blast.
AI.
I'm just jumping around
AI.
everywhere. And they're both like, you were there. I was like, I don't remember
AI.
that. And there was another one. I've never remembered being to the Naples Zoo. My wife pulls up pictures, and the same thing with my sister. I've been to the Naples Zoo a few times down here. Don't remember whatsoever. It's literally just gone out of my memory until I went recently with my wife again, and I was like, that's never happened. So yeah, I'm already there where I have like huge lapses in my memory. Where when I say like I don't remember, it's not even like I could have. It's just not there.
Yeah.
That's it. So that's it's going to be a fun time when I'm old because I'm just going to be living life and be like, oh, you guys remember this? Nope.
I got fucked up listening to a podcast. Like it fucked me up listening to it. Rogan had this guy on, I'm forgetting his name. It was one of the more recent guests. And he was talking about how like, oh yeah, now with AI, like they were talking about how like, how do you know we're not in a simulation right now and shit like that.
This has been talking about since the Matrix.
I know. But he started talking about, he's like, they've already been able to teleport particles, but it's not teleportation. What happens is the particles die, the thing dies, and is reborn instantly on the other side.
That was like 5 or 10 years ago they did that or something.
Yes, but then he was talking about how like AI is going to be starting to like video games. They're going to incorporate AI into like video games.
They already did.
I know, but like the Sims, so like you'll be playing the Sims as your character. Your character in the Sims is going to be so advanced with AI that it's going to create AI for itself in the Sims. Like it's going to be like Inception where it's inside. And it's going to be so good. How the fuck do we know we're not in the Sims right now? When you go to sleep, that's when they get off the game.
Remember when we, what we were just talking about in the beginning? I'm not stressing myself over that. If I'm in a sim, I'm like, hey, fucking dude controlling me, do better. At least my guy isn't fucking.
People kill themselves about
At
this.
least my guy isn't trapping us in here and then setting the fucking room on fire. I know damn well you did the same thing. We all fucking did. Put your sim inside of a fucking 4x4 box and you just put a bunch of furniture in a fireplace and you just watch what happens. You never did that?
I never played The Sims.
I hate you. So that was one. And then there's another one where you built a pool and then you take the ladder out and you just fucking swim until exhaustion and they die.
They die in The Sims?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
And then the Grim Reaper would show. And then sometimes if they can't get into the room, the Grim Reaper would get pissed and then they would just sit there dead.
Wow.
That was the original Sims. And now we're way past that.
Yeah, but people kill themselves thinking that they're in a simulation.
Again, it's because people want to stress themselves out over things that they... Okay, we're in a simulation.
I'm not saying we are, but what if there's the 1% chance that when they kill themselves, they get out of the simulation?
Okay.
You want to try it?
No.
Come on. We'll make a pact on episode 100.
I'm in a pretty decent simulation right now.
Yeah,
and then if I die, do I
simulation's
reset?
Going well.
Yeah, do I reset? Like, the fuck? I'm in a decent simulation.
That's what they say, that when you die, that's when you're born again into a new...
So what the fuck do I need to worry about? When I die, I'm going to get another simulation. All right, bet. Fuck you. That sounds...
I hate not knowing the answers to this shit. I hate it so much. I want to know what happens.
Joe, you're going to die. You're going to die just like everyone else dies. And then...
Put me in AI.
Whether it's all black or there is a heaven or a hell or a reincarnation.
Fuck, I don't want to talk about this. Okay, let's end the episode. I don't want to talk. I don't want to talk about this.
Jesus Christ.
This is too dark. I won't sleep tonight.